think for me personally, being shy was quite difficult because there's an onus on you to be gregarious, to be, seen as the life and the soul. And amongst my peers, I was happy, but outside in the world, I was very shy. And I felt that, and I think it was because when you're that shy, you don't trust other people with your ideas and your feelings. And this was something that I had to overcome, that there are people that you can trust. And this is one of the things I've said to young people. You've got to find somebody that makes you feel fantastic, that makes you feel happy to be who you are, and that you can share your thoughts, your dreams with, and know that they're in a safe place. So overcoming my shyness, because I really wanted to sing, and my singing voice was louder than my shyness. But to overcome shyness, I think you've got to know self. I wanted to sing, I learnt my craft. I think make sure that you become good at something that you love and enjoy, and that gives you confidence. The biggest part of shyness is a lack of confidence and a lack of self. And that can come from all different areas. It could come from being in a home that you're not treasured in, or, bullying. So first and foremost, I would say find something that you love, find somebody that loves you, and put your trust in them, and you can move forward with that shyness. Find your own voice, whatever that is. And mine was singing, but it could be anything else. Find something that you're good at. It could be chess, it could be drafts, and work your own way out of your shyness. Don't be pushed into doing something that you don't feel comfortable with, because that's not finding your own voice. That's trying to please somebody else. And so I think that please yourself. Be happy in yourself, find something that you absolutely love, and find people that will support that love and support you as a person, given what you want and what you want to do, any ideas that you have, people that are supportive. I always think that children need a safety net, and my biggest safety net was my mother and my sister. And I felt that they always understood me and had my back. And my sister, this is the reason why I wanted to come and speak to you. She has bipolar. And so this is a prescribed mental disorder. And this happened when she was 14 and I was 50. Wow. And I know that, yes, there's people think that mental illness really and truly is about an adult condition, where there's so many children and so many people have their first episodes in teenage years. And it was very frightening for us as a family. And not only frightening, you felt at that time embarrassed, and it was kind of secretive. And I think that we made a pact long ago that we wouldn't be secret about it, because she had a broken leg. We wouldn't say, you wouldn't whisper in corners that she had a broken leg. And she has been an inspiration, and she's helped me not to be shy, because when she was ill, I dealt with the doctors. I dealt with the nurses, I dealt with her medication. And sometimes doing something for other people brings you out of yourself, and that could be voluntary work. It could be anything that puts you in front of people and you have to then express yourself. And some children, it could be joining an acting class, joining a choir. But sometimes you have to put yourself out of your comfort zone. And my sister's mental illness did put us all out of our comfort zone, and that happened to me when I was 15. So we've been dealing with it for 40 years. And I just wanted to say to children, especially in lockdown, because my sister's episodes came when there was great change, and COVID-19 and being in lockdown has been an immeasurable change for so many children, and it's very scary. And this can tip you over the edge into a mental disorder, even if it's not prescribed, but it's a short period of time where you feel anxious, where you feel worried, where you feel upset. And I think that the best thing you can do is find somebody that you trust and love and you can speak to. And that could be a teacher, it could be your peer group. You could set up a chat group with just your friends and speak to each other on a very real and true level, and make sure, like I said, that you could be each other's safety net until you can be your own safety net.
I think that's a really important message, actually, about stepping out and doing that. And I love the way you talked about your voice coming through as well. And it's so personal to you with your family. I think to share that on that level, there will be other families going through that and those difficulties. So thank you for such a personal message. It's really important to share. You mentioned before about your voice coming out as well. And the second question we got sent in was really they're right about the impact that your songs have had on their lives. I'm wondering, how important do you feel music is for mental well-being?
I think it's immensely important. Whatever the occasion, whether it be happy, sad, and everything in between, we have a soundtrack to our lives. And I think that sometimes when you're in a funk, when you're not feeling great, that you put on your favorite tunes. The songs that I sing, are uplifting and are hopeful because this is the person that I am. And we all have dark days, but you always have to think that there's some hope, there's some light. And that's why I can sing those songs, because I have been to a place where it's been quite dark and it hasn't looked very hopeful, but you push on through. And I think music helps with solidarity. It's a sharing process, especially when you do something live. It feels like a spiritual experience because I try to bring the best that I am to any event. And I know that the songs I sing, they mean a lot to other people, but they also mean a lot to me still because they have charted a journey. And so I get on stage and I give the best that I can give, because I think for that hour and a half, 2 hours, we can transport ourselves to a better place mentally and work with your well-being. And sometimes all that positive energy, it does make a difference to everybody in the room, in that field, or just in a room together listening to music.
I think you're absolutely right. And actually, I know the arts have taken a really big hit with COVID-19, and it is very, very difficult, isn't it, to get that through. But I think you're absolutely right to mention that. It's absolutely spot on. And very important.
We need culture. We need, because a lot of it is escapism as well. And sometimes, I grew up on a council estate, 14th floor, and books and films and music were my escapism. They showed me that there was another world outside of my very small world. And I thought, I want to join that world.
I think it's a really important message, actually. And let's try and bring somebody in now to have a live chat with you, okay? I'm going to see if we have Stevie on the line, who's coming into the Global Classroom now. And Stevie, let's try and get your camera on and see if we can get you to speak live with Heather. So, Stevie, are you there somewhere? Can I see you on the screen and put your camera on for you? Hi, Stevie, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
I know you're super excited to see Heather, aren't you, as well? So what's your question for her?
My question is, how has singing helped you to cope in difficult times? And can you give one tip on how that would help people when they're struggling?
The thing is, going through difficult times, you feel that you're alone. And I think for me, when it comes to music, listening to it, playing it, singing, being part of it makes me feel that I'm not alone. It makes me feel that I have a family. And especially when I get on stage and I make music, that is my musical family. That's my touring family. We look out for each other. And music can be a bonding experience between people. So, sometimes when you're feeling down, all you want to do, you don't really want to talk, but you want to be with somebody. And sometimes music can be that somebody. It can be whatever you want it to be. If you're happy, if you're sad, if you're all the emotions in between. And sharing music with your friends, it's been very fulfilling for me because it's something that I wanted to do since childhood. But the making of music, there are endorphins that, there is something, it transforms you. It's just like you hear the music, you start dancing. It's intuitive. You play music and a 2-month-old baby will start to kick its legs and giggle. There is something in music that stirs us, that makes us emotional, and it makes us feel like we have a friend.
That's brilliant. Thank you for sharing that. And Stevie, thank you for joining us in the classroom as well. That was wonderful. Now we're going to go to a different part of the world now, and we're going to head across to Nepal. And I think we have a guest coming in now. So Samchai Lamsai, are you there in Nepal? It's a long way to go across there. Let's see if we can get her camera feed up. If we're getting there to Nepal. Nepal, can you hear us somewhere?
Hello.
Hello. Can we try and turn your camera on in Nepal as well? I can definitely hear. There we are. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hi. So you're live with Heather right now. I've got a question for her.
Good evening. I am Samiksha Lamsai from Anajoti Boarding School representing my country, Nepal. So my question for Heather Small is, do you think that music will play a key part in uniting the world now and after the pandemic?
Hello, Samiksha Lamsai. Thank you for your question. I think that music has a part to play. But I think that it is only a part. We have freedom songs, we have protest songs, we have love songs, we have songs that tell us how to be as young people, as adults, people in love. But most importantly, I think the change will come from young people themselves. And I'm here today speaking to you and to Stevie, and it gives me hope. I went to a Black Lives Matter march, and it was full of young people, and I think that's where the biggest change will come about. People like you, Sammy Shalom Shai, that are engaged in the world, want to see a better world, and are willing to keep their ideals and push that forward. Because sometimes as people get older, they get jaded. We need your young input to keep us on track. And I think the things that you learn, the things that you do, everything that you become will help us all have a better world and become better people. So music has its place, everything has its place. Politics, everything. If you can engage in the world, and if you can find people that want to make a difference and have a voice, you know, you all stay together, you stick together, and you make this world better. And you enter politics, you enter the classroom, you enter every realm of life that has an effect on people globally, and you make the difference.
Well, thank you, Heather. That's amazing. Sort of, I think the message of make a difference, stepping out there, making it happen. And actually, we do have hope in the young people as well in what we're doing.
Yeah.
Now, we obviously, given the time of your session coming to an end now in some ways, would you want to share a song with us before we finish?
Oh, yes. I'm going to try and use my little technology now. So everybody bear with me. And I'm going to sing a song. I'm going to put on the music, and I'm going to cross my fingers, and we're going to see what happens. I look into the window of my mind, reflections of the fears I know I left behind. So I step out of the ordinary. I can feel my soul ascending. I'm on my way, can't stop me now, and you can do the same, yeah. What have you done today to make you feel proud? It's never too late to try. What have you done today to make you feel proud? You could be so many people if you make that break for freedom. So what have you done today to make you feel proud? Yeah. As you can see, it's all going so very well. Woo! Still so many answers I don't know. Yeah. Realize that the question is how we grow. So I step out of the ordinary. I can feel my soul sending. I'm on my way, can't stop me now. And you can do the same, yeah. What have you done today to make you feel proud? It's never too late to try. What have you done today to make you feel proud? You could be so many people if you make that break for freedom. So what have you done today to make you feel proud? Come on, everybody. We need a change, yeah. Do it today, yeah. I can feel my spirit rising change, yeah. We need a change, yeah. Got to do it today, yeah. 'Cause I can see a clear horizon to make you feel proud, yeah. Let me hear you, let me hear you, let me hear you. What have you done today to make you feel proud? Yeah, 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 yeah. 'cause you could be so many people. Just make a break for freedom, yeah. So what have you done today to make you feel proud, yeah? Well, you joined the global classroom, yes you did, yeah.